The hits just keep on coming. The year is 2022, the month is September, and Malifaux has a ton going on. Let's get an old-fashioned hype train going. Roll that intro. Welcome to Corner Case. You're in the hobby corner. I'm your host, your extra read all about it, and your best friend, Deck. So we've had a ton happen since Gen Con, and I am particularly excited about a couple things, the reasons for which should be obvious to you, if not now, very soon. Let's get into it. So September releases, first of all, the most important, y'all know it, the new Rasputina model is finally out. Woo! We've been living with the new master title rules for the better part of this year, but the master models themselves have been a slow trickle, and I have been waiting for this specific release, obviously the new Raspi model. I am extremely stoked about this Raspi. I think this is the best Raspi so far. I was already happy with M3E Raspi because she's like mid-action pose. She looks like my commanding officer, but this new Raspi, mid-casting an ice spell, finally, this is what we have been waiting for. This new model takes the cake, or should I say, the icing. Got him. Not only Raspi herself, but the new Cultgeist models look really sick. So I've been paying close attention to the way weird sculptors have been sculpting the ice things. Also the ice golem, the ice gammons before and after, the emissary, the avatar of famine. You know, they've had plenty of chances to sculpt ice/crystal things. And I think this is by far within the Cultgeists and the ice spell and the new Raspi. Like this is the best execution so far. I see you guys. Good job. All right, that was all the important news about Malifaux for the rest of the year. I'll see you guys at the next video. Please like and subscribe. Psych! I don't know if y'all know this about me, but I am actually a Toni player. You know what they say about prominent men? They play Toni Ironsides. So the new Toni model has got me stoked. One thing that I like about Malifaux world, and specifically about Toni, is the down-to-earthness of it, and the down-to-earthness of her. So within the world of Malifaux, the keywords, the factions, the masters, very many of them are fantastic or magical, but specifically Toni is super down to earth in the raw simplicity of just justice for the little guy. David and Goliath, the indomitable human spirit, the power of will, and that is all Toni and her crew are, and that's what makes them so compelling. I don't see this in any other game. It's just a group of people just fighting the big guy. Nothing special about them whatsoever. So that's what I'm most excited for about this new Toni model. It's just Toni, raised fist, fighting the big guy, David versus Goliath. Let's go. In terms of Mei Feng, we have the Mei Feng. This sculpt is super cool. There's nothing sexualized about it. There's nothing genderized about it. It's literally just Mei Feng in the middle of her blue-collar duties, just foreman of the rail workers crew. Just looks like a hardened, tough guy after a long day's work. And I think that's just an honest and pure representation. It's super cool. I think within the world of miniature gaming, but in a lot of media, you don't often see this level of just no genderization, just like a woman doing the hard physical labor type of work. So I think this representation is like, you know, it has something kind of progressive about it. It's really cool. If I have any critique about this new Mei Feng sculpt, it is that it suffers from the same kind of issue that second edition Rasputina faced, which is there isn't much in terms of the sculpting or the color to separate this master model from the rest of the models in the crew. So if you compare this Mei Feng with like Kang, the rail workers, the metal gammon, there's not much in this sculpt that's really telling you that this is the master, except some subtle hints in the pose. So I do think that it will be on us as hobbyists to elevate this model to look more imposing, to look like a master model with our color design, with our basing, and what other else hobby tricks we have to make this look like the real leader of the crew. That is my only critique, but I love the representation of this Mei Feng model. Kind of progressive, pretty cool. Going a little farther back to last week, the new narrative event for Malifaux for this year, Madness of Malifaux, is coming out, and with it, 6 new masters across all 8 factions. I probably should have led with this news, but I just like Rasputina too much. So this is the new story event in Malifaux. Last year it was Malifaux Burns, in which the mysterious Burning Man arrives in Malifaux, corrupting a bunch of characters. Enemies become friends, friends become enemies, and we got all of the title masters and their models over the course of the next 12 months. Malifaux Burns was a very big narrative event, potentially the biggest narrative event for Malifaux universe, and with it, the biggest updates to the game so far, and definitely in M3E. This year, Madness of Malifaux brings with it 6 new masters, each with their own title versions, of which I am most excited for Tiri and Lin Li. Let's get into them. Tiri looks super, super cool. She looks kind of like a magical alien, which is like not something we've ever seen in Malifaux before. According to Defective Dice, link below, Tiri is potentially a fae, similar to Titania and other tyrants. I have no clue how Tiri is going to play, but she looks like she's got some magic powers. In her title representation, she looks like she's animating a construct. So I don't know if that hints Arcanists, but we already have an Arcanist dual faction master, which is Damien, so I don't think it's that. And I'd be hard-pressed to believe that this magical alien fairy is a part of the guild. So jury's out on what Tiri will play like, but she does look very cool. The colorway, however, is slightly drab. I think my Tiri will be bright, maybe like a purple or like a magical purple, you know, or like a pink. We'll see. I'm excited. Tiri looks super sick, like nothing else in Malifaux so far. I think she'll be in Outcasts, and between Tiri and Terra in Outcasts, oh man, I might be in it, man. I might be in it. We'll see. Lin Li of the new masters, absolutely, this is the #1 new master I am excited about. First, her story keyword looks like it's all fables, and I am super, super down for fables. I don't know if I'm right. You know, I see the Monkey King in this video. I see this like Scroll Tiger, and if I get Monkey King and Scroll Tiger in Lin Li keyword, whew, this is about to be a really, really sick crew, and the thing that really pushes me into 10 Thunders. And of course, you know, Lin Li, Vietnamese. As a Filipino person, I will accept representation by proxy from both Thai and Vietnamese people. So, I don't know, I feel represented. I feel pretty excited about it. We weren't able to get into everything in this video. It's already getting super long. So many new things. We're gonna cover them as they come out, but so much exciting stuff in the world of Malifaux now. Thank you for being stoked with me. Join the Discord, join the Patreon if you would like to. Please like and subscribe. We love hanging out with you so much, always desperate. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Venerate the Emperor by subscribing now. Only in death does subscribing end.